1. Which organization is responsible for administering the PISA exam? A. UNESCO. B. OECD. C. World Bank. D. UNICEF. 2. How often is the PISA test conducted? A. Every year. B. Every 2 years. C. Every 3 years. D. Every 5 years. 3. What is the primary objective of the PISA assessment? A. To rank students globally by intelligence. B. To assess rote memorization skills. C. To evaluate 15-year-old students' ability to apply knowledge and skills. D. To measure the effectiveness of teachers. 4. In PISA, what is the primary target population? A. Students in grade 12. B. University undergraduates. C. 15-year-old students regardless of grade. D. All students under 18. 5. Which of the following domains is not a core component of the PISA test? A. Reading. B. Science. C. Physical education. D. Mathematics. 6. In the PISA framework, reading literacy is best defined as A. The ability to memorize text. B. The capacity to decode letters and words. C. The ability to understand, use, and reflect on written texts. D. The speed of reading. 7. What is a unique characteristic of reading questions in the PISA test? A. They focus only on fictional texts. B. They are based on pre-learned material. C. They involve interpreting complex and unfamiliar texts. D. They require exact reproduction of information. 8. In PISA reading assessment, locating information refers to A. Creating a summary of the text. B. Analyzing the tone of the text. C. Finding relevant details in a passage. D. Writing new content based on the text. 9. Mathematical literacy in PISA is primarily concerned with A. Memorizing mathematical formulas. B. Solving abstract theoretical problems only. C. Applying mathematics to real-world problems. D. Calculating high-level calculus. 10. Which of the following is a common format for PISA math questions? A. Long-form algebraic derivations. B. Word problems based on real-life scenarios. C. Multiple essays on mathematics history. D. Match the column for equations. 11. Which mathematical process is emphasized in PISA? A. Mechanical computation. B. Memorization of rules. C. Reasoning and problem solving. D. Following step-by-step instructions. 12. Scientific literacy in PISA includes A. Knowing the periodic table by heart. B. Conducting experiments only. C. Explaining phenomena scientifically. D. Memorizing scientific definitions. 13. A scenario-based science item in PISA might ask students to A. List parts of a cell. B. Recall definitions from textbooks. C. Analyze the implications of a scientific event. D. Solve a numerical problem with no context. 14. Which competency is not assessed under scientific literacy in PISA? A. Evaluating scientific inquiry. B. Using scientific evidence. C. Repeating a classroom experiment. D. Explaining phenomena scientifically. 15. What is the assessment method used by PISA? A. Standardized textbook-based questions. B. Adaptive learning software. C. Matrix sampling technique. D. One-on-one interviews. 16. Which type of questions are not typically included in the PISA test? A. Multiple choice. B. Open-ended. C. Essay writing. D. Drag and drop. 17. How are countries ranked in PISA results? A. Based on student attendance. B. By averaging scores from all schools. C. By calculating average student performance in each domain. D. Through random selection. 18. The PISA Global Competence Assessment aims to evaluate A. Students' political views. B. Understanding of global issues and cultural awareness. C. Knowledge of international law. D. Fluency in foreign languages. 19. A key component of global competence includes A. Promoting only local values. B. Avoiding controversial issues. C. Taking action for collective well-being. D. Focusing on internal academic success only. 20. How do policymakers often use PISA results? A. To hire teachers. B. To compare international education systems. C. To eliminate certain curricula. D. To grade individual students. 21. A common criticism of PISA is that A. It lacks international participation. B. It has too many essay questions. C. It may oversimplify complex educational systems. D. It includes too many vocational training items. 22. What effect has PISA had on global education systems? A. No significant effect. B. Increased funding in underperforming countries. C. Encouraged educational reform and benchmarking. D. Focused mainly on testing vocabulary. 23. Which country has consistently ranked among the top in PISA mathematics results in recent years? A. Brazil. B. Finland. C. Singapore. D. Italy. 24. What is a limitation of comparing PISA results between countries? A. All students cheat on the test. B. Countries have different age groups. C. Cultural and curriculum differences may affect performance. D. The test is translated incorrectly everywhere. 25. Which of the following would most likely improve a country's PISA performance? A. Teaching only test strategies. B. Narrowing the curriculum to test content. C. Improving teaching quality and access to learning resources. D. Reducing the number of school days. Program for International Student Assessment. The Program for International Student Assessment PISA is a global standardized test administered every 3 years by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development (OECD). It evaluates the academic performance of 15-year-old students in reading, mathematics, and science, with a growing emphasis on problem-solving and global competence. Unlike traditional exams, PISA focuses on students' ability to apply knowledge to real-life situations rather than recalling facts. The assessment is designed to help policymakers and educators understand how education systems are preparing students for future challenges. PISA results are widely used to compare educational outcomes across countries and to drive reforms aimed at improving teaching quality and student learning worldwide. Here are the top 5 beneficial uses of the sample exam. 1. benchmarking education systems. PISA enables countries to compare the effectiveness of their education systems internationally, helping identify strengths and weaknesses in teaching and learning practices. 2. Policy development and reform. Governments use PISA data to inform evidence-based education policies, guiding curriculum updates, teacher training, and resource allocation. 3. Assessing real-world skills. Unlike traditional exams, PISA measures students' ability to apply knowledge in real-life scenarios, providing insights into their preparedness for future academic, career, and life challenges. For equity analysis, PISA helps identify performance gaps between different student groups, such as by socioeconomic status or gender, promoting fairer educational opportunities. 5. Global collaboration. The exam fosters international dialogue on education best practices, encouraging countries to learn from each other's successes and innovations.